Now let's dive into the Acumen add-in, which contains the components that give the templates much of their power. The most important one and the most fundamental one is the stylus. This is the formatting ribbon that is meant to be used hand in hand with the templates. This is a tool that can be used with templates or any Microsoft Word document. And in order to use it, the user will just need to enable it here. The stylus is installed into the user's version of Microsoft Word via a COM add-in, and that just quickly is a technology that is distinct from many of the other template solutions that are out there, other ribbon solutions out there that are based on macros. From the user's perspective, macros are somewhat problematic because they have security vulnerabilities. They also don't enable certain functionality that we've been able to build into the stylus, and so we feel that the add-in is a technologically superior choice for ribbon implementation. Our ribbon here and the functionality that you see here is divided up into what we think are fairly logical groupings, starting with headings, and most of this I think is pretty logical and pretty intuitive. So starting with heading, we have numbered and non-numbered headings that can be put in place here with a single click for heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, through heading 4 if you want that. For body text, similarly, we can have a body text style with a single click, and so you can see here, if you want to transform a document to the template styles using the stylus, it's pretty quick and easy to do that. And so you have numbered lists, bulleted lists, etc. You also have the ability to insert an appendix into your document here. With a click of the appendix button, you can choose alphanumeric and then add into the document your appendix and appendix subheadings if you want to be able to do that as well. You also have the ability here, or a shortcut here, to that will enable you to quickly change your header and footer styles if you want to be able to do that with the H and F buttons. These are just shortcuts that make those header and footer styles. For tables, there are a couple of wizards here that make working with tables quite a bit easier. So first of all, if you're looking for a blank table, you can use the wizard to insert one, give it a title, choose the number of rows and columns that you want, and you'll get a nice blank table inserted into your document. If you're working with tables that are coming from other sources, like this one that came from an RTF document, you want to transform these to the template style, you can simply put your cursor inside that table, hit the Update Table button here, and the wizard will go through and update your table quickly to the template style. You can make a table caption with the table caption button quickly, and then from here, if you want to transform existing text to a footnote style, you can do that using the footnote style button. If you'd like to manage footnotes with the wizard, you can use a footnote wizard as well. You can type your footnote and it'll be added into the table, and the entry will be added down below. You can reuse the same footnote by just putting your cursor somewhere else within the table, hitting insert again, and you won't have to retype your footnotes. And if you have forgotten one up above, the footnote wizard will come to the rescue here and reorder your footnotes for you as well. So that can be quite useful for large tables with many footnotes. Moving on the navigation section, we have shortcuts to be able to quickly insert a table of contents, a list of tables, a list of figures with a single click. We also have the ability to insert cross-references into our document. So with a click of the paperclip here, we can choose the reference type that we want to add, tables, figures, etc., how we want these to appear. With a click, we can insert those cross-references into the document, and then you have a nice hyperlinked cross-reference for your readers to be able to follow. In this section, we also have the ability to update fields. So for instance, let's turn this into a figure caption using the figure caption button, and now we can update the fields in the document, and the figures will be shown there as well. So that's just a shortcut to that existing functionality. On the layout side here, I won't click on all these buttons, but we do have the ability to change the page layout to portrait, landscape, US letter to A4 paper size. Case functions are here. We have a hyperlink blue style, and then also just a style viewer draft mode. Stylus also has a feature called text protection. This allows us to designate a passage within the document for protection, if you will. This locks this text. We use this oftentimes when documents go out for review and we have certain passages that have already been agreed. We don't want reviewers changing these. We can lock that text using the stylus, and they won't be able to change it. Anybody with a stylus can come back and hit unprotect, and this becomes editable once again. We also have a review mode button here. This puts the document into a mode that protects the document from the importation of rogue styles and potential corruption. We use this often when documents are going out for review, and that can just be toggled on and off using the review mode button. There's also a style scanner in the stylus. This allows us to, as the name of the tool suggests, scan the document for styles that are not Acumen styles, and then it allows us to change those as we see fit, either in the individual instance or globally throughout the document. So we can make a choice here that we want to change our normal to A-body text. We can apply that for a single instance or throughout the document. And if we decide to apply to all, the tool will go through and make those changes globally through the document. And so this, as you can see, makes the process of document cleanup one that can be quite quick and easy compared to doing this all manually. There's also a feature within the style scanner which allows you to remove styles completely from the document. So one choice that we can do here is if we want all of those rogue styles to be removed from the document, we can map these to what we want them to be, and then click the Remove Styles button. Actually, this is where the choice needs to be made. We can map to a body text, click Replace, and then basically what will happen here is the substitution will be made inside the document, and the style will be removed entirely from the document so that it won't be there for other users to trip on going forward. And then from here on over, we have buttons here to show and hide tips within the template. So if you want to make them, get those out of the way while you're writing, you can show and hide the tips. And at the end of the process, if you want to delete them, you can delete them entirely from the document. And then we have a group of shortcuts here that make it easier for users to access certain Word functionality that is commonly used, including locking and unlocking fields, the format painter, some of the review tools, the picture cropping tool, commonly used symbols, including non-breaking spaces, non-breaking hyphens. Finally, the stylus does also contain a medical and scientific term dictionary that contains about 25,000 entries that are not part of the native Word dictionaries. That results in users being able to sort of have spelling suggestions for terms that they wouldn't otherwise have, and then it just makes it so that a document is a little bit cleaner to look at, and that spelling, that dictionary will be used through the native Word spell check functionality. That is an extensible dictionary, so you can use, or if there is nomenclature or terms that your company uses that are not part of the dictionary, they can be added through a simple request.